Coming up next on UK Student News Network live at 4, a peek back into history, an inside look into one Lexington church's ties with the Underground Railroad.
Two Elizabethtown police officers happened to be in the right place at the right time.
And tonight's Democratic debate will feature a new face as the Nevada caucuses get ready this Saturday. UK Student News Network live at 4 starts now.
Coming up next on UK Student News Network live at 4. The Kentucky State House passed a bill concerning medical marijuana last week. We'll take a look at what impact the bill could have on local businesses.
Last night, Democratic candidates took the stage in South Carolina ahead of the state's primary this Saturday. We'll tell you what the candidates had to say last night.
And experts warn that it's only a matter of time until the coronavirus reaches the pandemic stage. We'll have comments from the head of the National Health Institute on the matter. UK Student News Network live at 4 starts now.
Now, before we head over to Justin with some franchise, we do have some breaking news.
That's right. Just in, the United States Senate has voted to acquit President Donald Trump on the first article of impeachment, the abuse of power. The vote came in 52 against, 48 for. And so again, the U.S. Senate has voted on the first article of impeachment to acquit President Trump of abuse of power. And now we will turn over to the rest of our broadcast. The Oscars are right around the corner as Hollywood waits to find out who the winners are.
And the Trump impeachment trial has ended. That's
right. Just into the UK Student News Network, President Trump was acquitted on that second article of impeachment, obstruction of Congress. The vote was along party lines, 53 against and 47 for impeachment. So again, as Hayden said, the impeachment trial against President Trump has ended with him being acquitted of both the first and second articles of impeachment. And we'll return now to our regularly scheduled newscast. And we were talking about the weather before the break, and it was brutal as we were coming here today.
It was brutal. Our walk over here, we got soaked. So let's see what we have for the rest of the day and into the week.
For the first time, UK students will have the option to grab a cold one on campus. The Cornerstone building is the university's newest project. When finished, the building will feature West 6 Brewing, which will include beer, as well as Cup of Commonwealth and Rolling Oven Pizzeria. The project will be finished by the fall semester.
Okay. Yeah, we're leaving. Please, let's not cuss at each other. No, I'm not calling you anything, sir. Just don't talk to us with...
A video shows Louisville doctor John Rademacher assaulting 4 teenage girls at a Louisville park. It started when the doctor got upset at the girls for not practicing social distancing. Rademacher was arrested and charged with first-degree strangulation.
You know, people are out there saying, hey guys, you should probably socially distance.
We have breaking news coming into the UK Student News Network.
Another university in Kentucky is moving classes online due to the coronavirus. WKU decided to extend its students' spring break an extra week. Coming off break, students will begin online classes March 23rd until April 6th.
President Trump announced on Twitter today that he will be holding a news conference at the White House on the subject of the coronavirus.
Church, schools, universities, and public venues have been canceled until further notice in Italy. Italy's prime ministers made the decision due to the coronavirus outbreak.
The governor race in Kentucky will likely be impacted by this move as well. UK professor Mike Zillis explains how the inquiry will affect political lines, even at the state level.
Democrats in particular, I think, don't want this to play out for a particularly long period of time, and it becomes much more complicated if we have an election in the mix, right? So I think the signals we've heard to this point are that it's going to be something that over the next couple of months we could have significant movement in one direction or another.
A massive barn fire in Kentucky kills 3,000 quails, 1,000 chukars, and 100 chickens, in addition to other animals. According to the Greenup County 911 dispatcher, say several barns were involved. Police have no word on what caused the fire. Neighbors say this barn was really a symbol of the community.
The image was absolutely unbelievable. You would have thought the entire farm was on fire. I mean, it was probably 80 foot in the air. I mean, it was huge fire. You could feel the heat off of it down here.
It's Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week in Lexington. Reporter Ellen Smith joins us in the studio with how the story of one company is preparing to help. Ellen?
According to a study done by the University of Chicago, 1 in 10 young adults between the ages of 18 and 25 experience some form of homelessness over the course of a year. I sat down with shelter coordinator William Jones and youth advocate Hillary Welch of Arbor Youth Services here in Lexington to see how they're trying to decrease that number.
Wow, they're obviously doing some great things in Lexington community, Ellen.
They are, and the one thing that I think people should know is that if you see that yellow sign anywhere, that means that that business will take a child to Arbor Youth Services. And so I